Welcome back, guys. This is another video, part of that series that I started a few weeks ago about the things that I adore in Mauritius and the things that shocked me. Now we are at the shocked part. I know that you guys have finished seeing the things that I love about Mauritius, and I want to say that I think appreciating Mauritius is relative to everyone has their own experience. So if you ask my other colleagues or friends, they'll tell you a totally different story. But here is my list of the things that shocked me. Shocked me. Things that shocked me about Mauritius. And I am going to start with first thing. Obviously, the first thing that every foreigner, especially us who come from low-income countries, I can say, is the price of food or basic things. Like the prices of foodstuffs here are pretty shocking. Expensive. Tomatoes, for example, vegetables, very expensive. Back home, vegetables are they're cheap. Here, Mauritius, and actually it's seasonal. So when it's rainy, the fact that it's rainy doesn't mean that vegetables are gonna be cheap. And back home, when it's rainy, actually vegetables are cheaper. Because why? They are not gonna be staying in the gardens because they are gonna get rotten. And then in the sunny season, that's when we get a little bit of price change in the vegetables, because then it's the dry season, the gardens are not nourished enough to produce more, and yeah, that is when the vegetables are expensive back home. In Mauritius, it's the total opposite. When it's raining and it's winter and it's all soggy everywhere, the prices off the roof. Off the roof. So prices are very expensive for vegetables, for fresh produces, fresh fruits. The only way you can get around stuff like that, you can only buy them in cans. And when you buy things in cans, man, guys, it's not healthy. Yeah, they're not healthy. But what to do? Like, if you're looking for a cheaper option, that is the only thing you have to get. The other thing that is, like, when we're talking about price of beauty products, price of beauty products, like this lipstick, I don't even have it here. I would have told you how much I got it. I don't want to I don't want to convert to Uganda shillings, or I don't want to convert. If I convert to USD, it's gonna sound what are you talking about? But if I tell my Ugandan brother or sister back home and I say, guess how much I bought this, when I say the price, they'll be looking at me like, you're loaded, but I'm not. It is what Mauritius has provided. Yeah, it is what Mauritius has provided. So the price of stuff shocked me. And when it comes to, this is for the adults, close your ears if you're not an adult. The price of condoms and eye pills, very expensive. Now don't ask, I see your judgment eye. Don't ask me what I'm buying condoms and eye pills for. Don't. But I just pretty know that they're very expensive. And back home, they even give out condoms for free. Yeah, they give out condoms for free. I remember in high school we used to have like street talks and counseling sessions, and these counselors used to literally come and pop everyone. You can imagine in high school, why are you encouraging people to have sex? But yeah, now that I'm an adult, I understand what they were trying to do back then. But yes, Mauritius, condoms pricey, eye pills pricey, food. And I understand for the food part because Mauritius is an island and they literally don't produce nothing on their own. I think the most they do is the sugar, because sugar is the biggest export in Mauritius. So sugar is not that. Yeah. So yeah, that is the first point that I have that shocked me when I came to Mauritius. Second thing, guys, I do not know what these mosquitoes in Mauritius feed on, these fat mosquitoes all year around, and very, very worse during the hot season. I'm like, summer, back home in the hot season, no mosquitoes. When it rains and you have ponds everywhere creating, that's when you have mosquitoes. Here in Mauritius, it's the total opposite. When it's summer, mosquitoes are everywhere. I have to have like vape and all the mosquito repellents around my house, to make sure that I do not have any mosquitoes biting me. But even at that, they do bite me, and I quite have a fragile skin, so I'm always like going out looking like I was in a fight with them. So that thing shocked me. I'm like, why do you have mosquitoes every damn day of the week, of the month, of the year? Huh? Alright. The second thing when we're talking, the other thing when we're talking about like insects, the cockroaches in Mauritius. These things fly around, eh? They fly from this corner to this corner. They're like somersaulting. Big cockroaches somersaulting. And I have a very big phobia for cockroaches. I know it sounds very, very, very childish, but I have a big phobia for cockroaches. And I remember back in 2018, around 2019, I had left my window open. I was working and I came back home pretty late, so my windows were still open at that time when I came, and then I closed them. I think I came back home around like 1 o'clock and I was coming from work, and I closed my windows, I showered, went to bed, slept. I think, because I have, that's the reason. I have so many pillows on my bed, so I don't even fluff them out and throw them on the floor when I come. I just because I have the small ones that I use for my neck and for my head, I just pull them down because I'm pretty short and my bed is long and big. So I pull them down and I slept. In the middle of the night, guys, this cockroach enters my ear. Yes, excruciating pain. Now that I remember it, oh my god, my ear is even ringing. My ear is ringing, guys. It was painful. I woke up, I felt like it was a dream. I woke up, this thing is entering deep inside. Now I had tweezers. I called my sister and they're like, oh, pull it out. We pull one leg off, it comes out. And then the other part thing is entering me, like I'm like, oh god, oh my god, I was shouting on top of my voice. My landlord downstairs came and he was like, what do we do? And I was like, no, it's fine. So we poured, I think I poured a liquid that I felt like it's gonna make it die or whatever, but it kept turning. And my landlord was sick actually, and he offered, and I was like, no, please don't mind, don't do that. I'm gonna handle it myself. And guys, I tried to go to work. Yes, I said, you know what? I'm gonna go to work and see how this plays out. I went to work. I was like, okay, I have morning shift. When I'm done with morning shift, I will go to the ENT hospital. And the ENT hospital is where air knows on time. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I will go to the hospital. I could not even finish my shift. So a friend of mine escorted me to the hospital. They flushed it out. This thing had a life. It only died that time when they were flushing it out. Yeah, it was pretty tired. I'm actually looking at one right now. No, this is a lizard. This is another thing. And there are lizards everywhere. Anyway, that thing shocked me. Cockroaches, they finally got it out. Ever since then, my phobia for cockroaches has been doubled, tripled, quadrupled, or whatever the case may be. So that thing scared me. Because in Uganda, cockroaches only come to your house when we know that you don't even see. But in Mauritius, you may be the cleanest person ever, and these things will be flying over in your house. Moving on, another thing that shocked me, and I'm still actually learning, pretty much learning towards it, is I would say the work life in Mauritius. Yeah, the work life in Mauritius, the attitude to work. So Mauritians are like very laid back, very laissez-faire. I like calling it that, very laissez-faire when it comes to when it comes to work. Yeah, so I found out that you enter work, you may start your shift by 9, and by 11 o'clock my colleagues are going out for lunch. My colleagues are going out for lunch. That is their lunchtime by 11 o'clock or 12. And me, where I come from, where we work like horses and donkeys, you only think about lunch probably if you resume by 9. You only think about lunch maybe probably 1, 2, or 3. And that is how my system is, my body. Like, it never asks for food until around 3. That's when I feel that I need to eat. But in Mauritius, it is like no one is good. If it's their lunchtime, they're gonna go catch the nearest burger place, or they pack their bread. Yeah, they eat a lot of bread, and they will go. Whether you want to be whether you want to be given whatever a favor or whatever, they will go. They don't have that patience, and here in Mauritius they have like the mentality of I think it's not a bad thing. Like it's not a bad thing, but it's probably because the government does everything and they're pretty comfortable. So as long as they get enough money for maybe a meal, they have a car, they have a house where they can lay their head, nothing really phases them. Like, they're very, very laid back. They're very, they don't rush like us. They don't rush. And that's why, like, you can never rush a Mauritian to do anything. They take their sweet time. If you want something, let's say you want a letter from, let's say, like a civil servant, you want something done, you're gonna call, you're gonna chase them around, which is not a bad thing. I'm not even bad mouthing them, but I'm like, this is something that shocked me, because coming from Uganda, we are very, very on the clock all the time, on the clock. Like, for example, the banking system in Mauritius, banks open by 9 and close by 3. Whether you like it or not, 3. Mamas, they are done. Where am I speaking Uganda? They are done. In Uganda, banks are open 7:38, closed by 5 or 6. So you have like a stretch of hours to do a lot of things. But here, no, they don't wait. If you don't do your things in that specific time, you're done. But the good thing, the good thing with now the banking system, if I give that as an example, is you have the ATMs. You have the ATMs. You can go to the ATM. You can literally do anything. You can deposit. You can withdraw. You can get a mini statement on the ATM itself, which is pretty not existent back home in Eugene. Maybe they have installed that, a couple of years that I've not been there, because I've not been home for a really long time. But yeah, so even if they close by 3, they still have other services that could cover up for when they are gone. Another thing about the work life that shocked me is the sense of community. I feel like the sense of community in a workplace is not there in Mauritius. In Uganda, you find yourself like when you go for lunch, the boss will sit with the employees, we will eat together, we will talk, laugh, make fun of ourselves. In Mauritius, the employer will only invite you for a cigarette. I said it. I've worked with a couple of companies in Mauritius, but the employer will be like, hey Vivian, are you going out for a smoke? But when he's going out for lunch, he can never invite you. Can never. And I'm not complaining. This is not really a complaint, but it's just something that's really shocked me, that you can invite me for the other activity, but nothing like, you know. But that's actually very different from where I work now. My boss is totally the best boss ever that I've ever worked with in Mauritius. That whole, like, I've been in Mauritius for about 7+ years, and it's the first time that I've worked with a boss and he's down to earth. He's probably because he's exposed, like he has been out abroad. But if you find like a typical Mauritian who has not really traveled, they are very close-minded, they're very into themselves, they're very into just the square meters around Mauritius, huh? That's where you find questions like, you're African, which language do you speak? You speak African? I'm like, African can be spoken in South Africa, and I'm not South African. Me being African doesn't mean that I come from South Africa. They feel like Africa is just one country. They don't know about it being several countries in a continent, you know. And in the beginning, it used to really piss me off when they would like some. You're walking in Mauritian, Africa. I'm like, yes, Africa. Oh, Nairobi, Cape Town, and that's about it. That's about what they know about Africa. But I've gotten around it. It actually makes me happy sometimes. It makes me happy. It actually makes me happy to tell them about Uganda, because they don't know much about Uganda. Oh no, they know about Uganda. They only know about Idi Amin Dada, which is our former president. He trained his military in Mauritius back in the 90s, I think. He trained his military in Mauritius, so he was here and he quite made a name. But that's about Uganda. But they can't tell other things. No. So yeah, so about this, like, the attitude to work, everything, you don't get so many things done. You don't get things easily done. And I have grown to understand that, you know, I have to work in the times that they are available. Like in the last video, I told you guys that they have days that they close. So if you want to shop, you have to basically, you know, shop whatever time that you have to shop. The other thing that I was shocked about in Mauritius is the difficulty that we get to get clothes, some foodstuffs. Like, for example, if you travel in countries like Dubai, you can find African markets, Canada, African stores. Never been, but I know that, you know, that I've seen people. They can, even in America, you can easily get by like foods that you're used to, and in Mauritius it's quite different. Like, it's very hard. So all you have to do is kind of find a way to be innovative and inventive about the foods that you make, the foods that you cook, because you're not going to find things that are like back home. Even the food stuff, like for example, if you find bananas, the matoke that we have back home, it's totally different from what they have here. One time I tried to make mashed bananas, like we call it mashed matoke. I even had my neighbor, my landlord had a banana kind of plantation, a little banana plantation, and I even went, asked for permission, got banana leaves, tried to put in. Hey, recreating things that I do back home. But sure, I was shocked. These bananas came out black, pitch black. It was even more than that. I think it was navy blue. It was around that. So you don't easily get things. Clothes. If you find clothes that are to your taste, very pricey, very expensive, it's pretty hard. But if you choose to stay abroad, I guess you have to always find a way. Maybe if you have friends that are traveling from your country, they can bring you stuff, they can pack for you a few things, and little by little you can get the things that you want in Mauritius. The other thing that shocked me, still shocks me, and I wonder why it can't stop, because I wonder why it can't stop. The aggressive driving. I'm sorry, my Mauritian brothers and sisters. Aggressive driving. I don't drive myself, but I am this person who, when I sit in your car, man, I get very anxious. I have anxiety issues. Yeah, I think I get very, very disturbed. Why are you driving so fast? Why? Really, why? In Mauritius, they are aggressive drivers. They're bus drivers themselves, private car owners. And when you read about the statistics of the mortality rate in Mauritius, the highest death rate, the highest cause of deaths in Mauritius is accidents. Accidents. People drive like crazy. People drive like, it shocked me. And I'm coming from a country that is fast-paced. I come from, to cross a road in Kampala, you have to be sharp. But you're in Mauritius, even if you're sharpest, please don't dare. They drive very crazy. Back in the days, I used to make fun, like my uni days, I used to make fun. We would be in the bus and this driver is rushing. So I would tap my friend and be like, what is he rushing to go to at home? Maybe the wife promised him something. I know I'm stupid, but to be honest, sorry, when I laugh, my tears come out. my tear duct is very near. Yeah, so that driving, it really sinks my heart. It does sink my heart that I keep reading stories about these accidents and deaths, and I don't know why my Mauritian brothers and sisters are not getting it. But the aggressive driving is too much, and it shocked me. It kind of shocked me. It's too much. Like where are you rushing to? You know. Anyway, I had to take in that moment because this point is actually very close to my heart. Like I can't take the news of death. Just recently, my sister, every day they had to go for burials every day, and my heart is too fragile to take the news of death. So this aggressive driving, this point really hits home, and I just would like to request my Mauritian friends out there, please protect yourself, drive safe, don't drink and drive, don't you know? And I think we have come to the end of the video. One more point. Yes, the thing that shocked me about Mauritius. Now listen, guys, I come from a hot country, but the heat in Mauritius, I was gonna say the hotness. Is that a word? The heat in Mauritius. Then I found out that it's humidity. Mauritius is pretty humid. So with us, the Africans, our hair, it will break if you keep your hair out. That is why we are trying our best to wear fake hair. But yeah, so the climate shocks me still. the first time I came to Mauritius, I was hit pretty hard with the weather change. I was a teen in my late teens, so I feel like my adolescent sense came out, and I got lots of pimples. I was rough, like a bathing sponge. Yeah, so wow, come to the end of the video, guys. I hope I was not so harsh. I really hope that I was not really harsh. I was just talking about my experience, the things that really shocked me and still shock me. There's so many things actually, but I wanted to like not make the video so long and not make it so boring for you guys. And I hope I'm not boring. Gosh, I would hate to be boring. So yeah, feel free, if you're in Mauritius and if you've ever experienced any of the things that I've talked about, comment down below. I would love to hear your experiences. I would love for us to kind of communicate, interact, and all that. I like making friends. Yeah, so thank you so much, guys. Please tune in next time. We are still here in our pocket of love and life, and I wanna wish you the very best of your day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. And please don't forget to comment, subscribe, like, share with your friends. The channel is gonna have lots of interesting things to come for sure. When I'm done with this series of, I wanted you guys to know more about me through the experiences that I've had in Mauritius. When I'm done with this, I'm gonna, kind of bring a new spice to the channel. So please feel free to, hit me up or give me video suggestions about the things that you would love to see on the channel. I already have like stuff on the pipeline that I'm gonna push out to you guys, but still, if you want to know about something, if you want me to film something, just let me know. And yes, I will be glad to research and talk about it. And if I have any experience personally about what you want me to talk about, why not? I am a box of stories. A box of stories, I may say. Sometimes I really have to tone it down, but yeah. So thank you, guys. I don't want to go. I don't want to go, but I have to go, guys. I have to let you guys go back to what you're doing, work, being productive, and bettering yourselves and developing yourselves. And that is something that I like. I love to see in our lives. I like us to grow together. So please keep safe. God bless you. I pray for you every day. God bless you, and see you next time. Same time, same channel, same face. God bless you.